Ha! Hey everyone, Hassan here. Welcome to the world of Ha. Today I got another Power Rangers Dino Supercharge review for you. This is a highly requested review from you all. This is the Plesio Charge Megazord. So this premiered at the end of Power Rangers Dino Charge, but it's a part of the Dino Supercharge toy line, and it looks pretty awesome. I'm really excited to open this thing up. So here it is. It's one of the Deluxe Megazords, so it's in, you know, that similar packaging as the Deluxe Dino Charge Megazord and Terra Charge Megazord, and now we have the Plesio Charge Megazord. So pretty cool. It does have different modes. So as the box kind of says, 2 morph modes right here. You got like the robot and the spaceship modes right there, and really cool artwork. I love this about the Dino Charge and Dino Supercharge toy lines. The artwork that they have for these things is amazing. If they made a poster out of it, oh my goodness, I would get that immediately. And then obviously you have the new design of the Dino Super Drive Red Ranger or something, I guess. I can't even keep track of all the names anymore. There's the Plesio Charge Megazord right there, and on the other side it shows you all the ways that you can use the Dino Chargers with the app and all that other fun stuff. The back shows you an image of the Plesio Charge Megazord right there, which looks pretty cool, right in space. Again, you have 2 different morph modes, and you can insert in the Dino Charger, and it looks like it's going to pop up like a missile launcher or something for that, so that's pretty neat. Plus, since it is a Megazord, it is ZordBuilder compatible, so you can combine it with all sorts of fun stuff. So I'm going to show you lots of combinations with the Dino Charge Megazord and with some of the other guys. So we're gonna take a look at some of those fun little combinations. So definitely gonna be fun. So without further ado, let's get this thing open and take a look. Alright, I got the Plesio Charge Megazord out of the box right here. First things first, I want to take a look at the Dino Charger that it comes with. So, it comes with the Plesiosaurus Dino Charger, number 9, right here, for the Purple Ranger, of course. So there it is. Pretty cool. And as with the other Megazords, it's clear on the outside. So you still have the purple on the inside. There's the QR code if you would like that, right there. But it says, let me kind of focus it a little bit. Might be a little hard to read because it's black wording on the back, but it says Plesiosaurus. There we go. But it is clear. It is translucent, just like the other Megazord Dino Chargers. So I have those ones here for the Dino Charge Megazord and the Terra Charge Megazord. So they were also clear right there. So it's kind of nice that they keep consistent with the Megazords and you get an exclusive Dino Charger that is clear. Now the sound that it makes and what it does in the scanner app is the exact same as the normal version of the Dino Charger, but at least it looks different, so it's kind of a neat little collectible thing. So for comparison's sake, here's the Plesio Charger right here from the Ultimate Charger set. So obviously this one is foil and it's got a gray background instead of being translucent, but otherwise the rest is the same. You'll see there. The QR code for the Megazords is like upside down, so that's kind of consistent there, but it does the same thing in the app and stuff, so yeah, no difference there. So real quick, I'm not going to scan it in the app. You can see, you know, other videos that I've done for that, but I will at least do it in the Dino Charge Morpher and the T-Rex Supercharge Morpher as well. So. There you go. So for the Purple Ranger, so you have that. And then I have the T-Rex Supercharge Morpher right here. If I can get that in.
Plesio Charger, engage. Monster extinct.
And there you go. So that is the sounds that it makes in the 2 different morphers right there. So we'll move this to the side and let's focus on the actual Megazord right here. So this is like the spaceship mode, and this thing looks pretty cool. So first of all, it does wheel around, so that is nice. You can wheel it. There's a wheel right here and then both right there as well. So tiny little things, but you know, it does wheel right along, which is definitely nice. Pretty massive size overall. Definitely pretty cool looking. So there's what that looks like right there. just to kind of give you a bit of an up-close look. So there's a lot of white and purple mainly, is obviously the two main color schemes. You do get a little bit of yellow and black as well, I guess. But you do get a little bit of that. There is some gold right there, which will this will become the chest piece of the Megazord mode, and then some like silver right on the sides there, which is nice. So there's that. And then of course you have the actual like face right here, which looks really cool. I love the green that they use. It's a nice like metallic green, so it really shines and sparkles. A nice silver that they use there. So the mouth does open, and I'll show you what that does in just a second. But yeah, really nice. So I think that looks really cool. Now the box kind of shows it like this. The instructions show it like this. So you can extend these down and have it, you know, look like this instead. So it's up to you, you know, whichever way you want to display it. I forget in the show which way is accurate, or maybe they use both modes. I don't know. But it looks pretty cool regardless, just to have like the giant wings, and, you know, that just looks really neat. And it's a nice change of pace from some of the other stuff that we've gotten. Now, you know, granted, there was the Charge Megazord in the Zord mode, had like wings and stuff, which was really epic looking, but, you know, this is a different design, kind of more of a spaceship, and it looks pretty cool, and this still does wheel around even with that open or closed. Now, the Dino Charger gimmick, right? Because every Zord has a gimmick. So what you can do is you can open up the mouth, and it does not matter which Dino Charger you put in, anyone will use or will work. So I'm going to use the one that it came with, and you just basically insert it in, and then get ready, look right here. That just pops right up, and what it is it's basically like a missile, kind of. Now it doesn't do anything, it just pops up. So kind of lame in my opinion. Now what you can do to take out the Dino Charger, whoops, I accidentally pushed it down, but essentially at the bottom here you just push this forward, and this will push the Dino Charger outwards like so I can just slide it right out. So again, just to kind of show you what it does, it just pops up with a missile there. So the idea is this is kind of the final mode for what it's supposed to look like, with a little missile launcher thing right there, but it's kind of lame. It would have been nice for it to like pop open and fire a missile or do something, you know, but rather than just this tiny little thing pop up, it's kind of anticlimactic for such an epic looking ship in my opinion, but you know, it is what it is. I'm not going to be using the Dino Chargers in these things much. The main thing, obviously, that you're going to be using it for is for the Megazord mode and combining it in ZordBuilder and all that fun stuff. So let's do that. Let me show you the transformation from the Spaceship mode into the Plesio Charge Megazord. So first of all, we're going to close that up right there. And I'm going to pop off the two pieces on the sides right here. So these pieces will come right off. And I'm going to pop off this front piece right here as well. Okay. I'm going to pop off this piece right here and move that to the side. Take off the bottom piece right there. So all these pieces are coming apart. And then I'm going to fold this up like so. And as you can see, this looks very much like the body of a Megazord, which it is. Open up the legs like that. And then these pieces basically become the feet. So right at the bottom here, there's a hole and some pegs. So it just goes in just like that. Okay. And then same on this side as well. Just like that. Ta-da! So now you have some feet for the Megazord right there. Then the back of this thing, you're going to take this piece and it just sticks on just like that. And then these pieces here, I'm going to take off, and basically these become the hands for the Megazord, like so. And that leaves one more thing, which is the headpiece right here. So this just clicks in, and then you just push up the little part of the front, and it clicks in just like that. So there you have the Plesio Charge Megazord in one form. So the arms do move apart. So briefly, I want to take a look at this, and I'm going to show you kind of the final transformation of the Megazord mode. But yeah, it looks really cool. I like the design, especially with the feet and everything. I think that looks really cool. It definitely still has like a space shuttle-ish look to it, which is pretty cool, but also really unique looking. It really doesn't look like, you know, a dinosaur at all, which is kind of funny. But there's the gold chest piece right there, which is nice. You do have the hands, which can go in and out about that, you know, that much. But then they can rotate all the way around, which is nice. So you do have some articulation there. The legs do kick forward a bit, and this whole piece does rotate, which is really nice. So you do get some movement there, and it moves back a little bit, but then you got to be careful because it might kick off the back piece right there. Just something to note. And the head does not rotate or anything, so but still, you know, regardless, it's decent enough, you know, articulation where I can kind of mess with it a little bit. You know, it's kind of standard for a Megazord, but really the arms give you the most articulation there. Now, that being said, this technically isn't the final mode for the Megazord. What they show is you basically pop off the right hand right here, okay? And you're gonna attach this actually on the back, right down here. So this just goes right in there. So the little peg right here just kind of goes in the hole and just sits there, just like that. And then what you're going to do is that last piece that was left over right here, this is going to become the actual arm, like so. So this is kind of your final mode for the Plesio Charge Megazord. So just to kind of compare, you know, you have the image from the box right here that shows it right here. So I'll zoom in and you'll see like it has that massive arm right there, and you can kind of see that in the Megazord toy right there, so you can kind of compare a little bit. Now obviously this is missing some paint, like there's some orange pieces there, the legs don't have that there, it's all solid white, things like that. But overall I think the design still is pretty cool looking. I definitely still dig it. It looks pretty sweet in my opinion. Yeah, so there's that. The back looks a little odd with this piece on one side and not the other, but you know, who cares? But then you have the awesome, this massive like arm piece right here, and you can kind of do the chomping action. Technically speaking, you could even open this up and insert in like the Dino Charger right here. Bam, and you now have a missile right out the side of the arm, you know, so you can kind of mess with that too a little bit if you want. But that's that. And then for comparison's sake, I have the Dino Charge Megazord and the Terra Charge Megazord. Now, it's been a while since I've transformed the Terra Charge Megazord, so it may be inaccurate. Like, I can't remember if these are forward or back or whatever, but you get the idea. Definitely the Terra Charge Megazord is like the smallest and skinniest of the group, but it still is a really cool design. I love the metallic-y gold that it has, and especially the Terrazord is a really cool mode. So I do dig this a lot, but it's definitely the thinnest and most sleek-looking one out of these guys, whereas these are more bulky-looking. Now, they both kind of, at the top part here, it's a little thinner, and then it's got the bulk down here, whereas the Dino Charge Megazord is almost the opposite. You got a lot of bulk up here and a little bit there, but not as much. So, interesting designs, but they all, like, it's interesting how looking at this, it feels like you're looking at three very different Megazords, but it's all from the same season. So it's kind of interesting how they have such unique designs in Dino Charge, which is really cool. I kind of dig that. I think it adds some variety, and it makes for some fun little toys, you know, for something new each time. So I kind of dig that, but that's a little comparison there. Now, of course, you know, when we're talking about Megazords and stuff, you got to talk about ZordBuilder compatibility, right? I mean, that's a huge component of these things. So first of all, you know, you can pop off the arms and they're all ZordBuilder ports. I can take the Dino stunt bike that I have right here, and I can turn this into something, like if I close this, bam, now I have, you know, a Dino stunt bike arm. I mean, it looks really weird and odd looking, but at least I can make a crazy combo like that, which is kind of neat. So ZordBuilder compatibility is great. Now I want to show you guys two little combinations that are shown on the box. Okay, so I'm going to show you two of the combinations shown on the packaging. So first of all, what they have is, I'm going to pop off this massive piece and this arm right here. And one of the combinations they have is the Ankylozord. I've already transformed it, so you can see my review of that if you want to know how you transform all that. But just like any of the other arms that it attaches onto with any of the other Megazords, goes on like that. And then I have the Dinosuchus right here, which also attaches on like so. So that's one of the modes they showed on the Megazord, and it's kind of cool because they use the same kind of standard connector for the arms right there, which is neat because then you can basically mix and match with all sorts of other stuff. So, you know, for example, I'm going to bring in the Terra Charge Megazord right here, and if I fold these up, you'll see you have the same connectors right there. So technically speaking, I can attach, you know, this massive arm to the Dino Charge Megazord right here. So that looks pretty crazy. And then if I wanted to, I could throw on like, in fact, I'm gonna take off the Ankylosaurus from here. But this combo I actually really dig though, just because the colors, like you got purple, orange, blue. So I just wanna say I think this combo looks pretty cool, pretty neat. But again, you know, ZordBuilder compatibility means you can come up with whatever crazy combos you want. And this thing is like falling over, but that's pretty cool too. So I dig that. I think it's neat that they offer that kind of variety with the ZordBuilder compatibility with the toys. So anyways, let's take the Dino Charge Megazord out of there and we'll take this away as well. Okay. So now I want to show you guys the other combination that's shown on the packaging, which involves the T-Rex sword. So for this combo, what I'm going to do actually is take away the Triceratops and Stegosaurus. We don't use these for this combo. I don't know if this combo's in the show or not. I'm not sure. I'm sure everybody in the comments will let me know. But I'm just going off of the packaging and just going off of that combo they have there. You don't need that piece either. We're going to fold this down. And oops, you're going to take off this piece as well. Rotate it. So it's almost like you're transforming it back to the T-Rex mode, because then I'm going to fold this in. And this is going to slide back in as the tail, except you're going to leave it just like this. Oops, this came out right here. Let me fix that. I'm going to fix this one in here too. If it'll go in, almost. There we go. Okay. So it's basically like in between Dino Charge Megazord mode and T-Rex mode. So it's kind of like in between right there. And I'm going to leave it just like that, okay? It's a little hard to show because the tail is like poking out the poster board back there, but I'll try and do my best and show you guys. So now what we're gonna do is we're gonna look at the Plesio Charge Megazord right here, okay? And essentially, first of all, I'm gonna take the arm pieces and plug those back in to the Megazord right here. I'm gonna take the one from the back and do the same. Okay, and I'm going to take away this black piece on the back right there. I'm also going to pop off the head like so, and we're going to put it to the side for just a second. Now, what we're going to do is I'm going to flip this over, okay? And actually, I'm going to flip these to the side and flip them up like so. So the black pieces are going to be sticking out like that, and their arms are pointing backwards. The bottom piece here, I'm basically going to open this up, fold out the connectors right here, and then close it back. Just like that. I'm actually also going to pop off the feet. We're going to take those off, and we're going to leave it just like that, okay? Next, we're basically going to take the Dino Charge Megazord, T-Rex Zord, whatever you want to call it, and these are going to attach onto the feet. So, just like that. So again, there's a hole and a peg and everything on the bottom there as well. So it goes on just like so. So it's like the T-Rex sword is on these little shuttle things, and it kind of glides a little bit too, which is kind of interesting. But anyway, so you have that there, right? Okay, next, we're gonna jump back to this piece here. Okay, and what we're gonna do, oh actually, sorry, there's one other thing that I forgot. So we have this piece here, this black piece, and this is essentially going to stick on like so. So the little connector right here is going to hold it in place just like that. Okay? All right, so back to this one here. And what we're going to do is we're actually going to fold this upwards, and then it actually, there's a little peg and a clip right here. So you do it, click into place. Do this, click into place, just like that, okay? And then you're gonna flip it just like this, so the arms are pointed downwards, the gold chest piece is pointed up, you got the yellow on the sides pointing forward, and let me see if I can maneuver the camera to kind of show you guys this a little bit better. But this is gonna go up and right on top, just like so. It's actually gonna click in, there's two little holes right there, and there's two pegs right there, so it just basically goes in, oops, clicks in, gotta be careful that this doesn't fall apart, and it's basically gonna look just like that. So this whole piece is just clicked in just like that now. Oops, it's kind of falling over, so you gotta make sure this is sitting in place nice and snug right there. There we go. So that is what it looks like so far. Really interesting looking, definitely. Definitely very interesting looking. And then we have the arm piece, and we're actually going to attach it onto the peg right on the side here. Like so. Now the box basically shows the Megazord right here, except it shows the purple version, the recolored version. I have that, but I haven't opened it yet because I'm going to do a review of all the recolored versions. So I'm going to use the normal version of the Megazord for this. I think they use the purple one because there's so much purple on this Megazord, so it's kind of very fitting to use purple, but I'm just going to use the regular one for the purposes of this video. So I've already transformed it, and I'm just going to connect it onto this connector over here, like so. Okay, just like that. And then the last ingredient, of course, is the helmet at the top. So I have the helmet right here. This piece closes down like so, flip it over, and then you can fold that out just like that, and then it clicks in right at the top. So, let's see if I can get this to fold down. No, I guess that's how it's gonna be. So there you have it, folks. This is gonna be really hard to show on the camera. That's that combined mode right there. I don't know what this is from. I don't know if it's from the show or not. Who knows? But it looks really crazy looking. As you can see, it's pretty massive. And I think the biggest thing is the tail, especially just poking in the back of my poster board there. But it looks pretty cool. It's really interesting looking. And so you have like the T-Rex, you know, in the chest piece right there. Oops, it's definitely top heavy, so you gotta be careful with that. But I can fold this upwards like so, you know, to have it like ready to attack. Like that just looks really cool. I think having the massive, you know, arms and stuff just makes it look that much more menacing and really cool looking. So really interesting combination. I don't know what it's from or, you know, who knows, but I think it's a really cool looking combination. I like the little helmet design that they have there as well. You can kind of see. So just overall, really neat. I think the Plesio Charge Megazord adds a lot. I mean, on its own, the Spaceship mode is pretty sweet looking. I really dig it. The Megazord mode is also pretty cool and unique looking, and you can make some really interesting combinations with the Dino Charge Megazord, with some of the other auxiliary Zords. There's lots of ZordBuilder compatibility, which is really neat. And so I think the Plesio Charge Megazord is definitely worth it. If you're a fan of ZordBuilder, if you're a fan of the Dino Charge Megazord toy line, definitely something to collect and get. Really, really neat addition to the Dino Supercharge collection. So I hope you guys enjoyed my review. That is my review of the Plesio Charge Megazord. Thank you all so much for watching. Please subscribe if you haven't already, because I got lots more Dino Supercharge reviews on the way. Thank you all so much, and I will see you later. I know I've kind of shown you guys what other Dino Supercharge reviews I have on the way. I don't know exactly what I'm going to be reviewing next, but I wanted to let you know that I got even more Dino Supercharge toys. I got the Missile Launch Morpher. It's like a Dino Charge Morpher, but it basically launches missiles, so that's kind of interesting looking. And I got the long-awaited Gold Terra Morpher. Finally got this thing as well. And not only that, the Gold Terra Saber as well right here. So pretty cool. So these are going to be added to my list of things to review, along with the new Zord armor, a bunch of new Dino Chargers, and lots of other really cool stuff. So let me know in the comment section below what you want to see next, and I'll try and focus on that to review next as well. Thank you all so much for watching, and I will see you later.